LR Broly is, in my opinion, the undisputed king in Dokkan, even compared to Gogeta. And I mean, this is his ultimate showcase, so just bearing in mind the defense stats will be showing in real time, as they usually do on my channel and for my showcases. Yeah, this Broly, man, he's different. He is genuinely different. I mean, not that Gogeta isn't, he certainly is as well, but there is an extra, there is, I use this word a lot, but there is an X factor to Broly that is just, it pushes his pinnacle beyond the clouds, and it's so much fun. You're probably going to see him running with this Super Saiyan 4 Goku quite a fair bit. Broly is, if he's lacking in anything, it would probably be like really high tier link partners. That's another reason we brought God Goku though. I would happily switch out God Goku on this team in a heartbeat if there was a better option. Hirudegan was another option I decided to bring, but he kept frauding out on me and not dodging. That kind of performance is gonna vary from player to player. But yeah, Super Saiyan Goku seems to be the Super Saiyan 4, Goku seems to be the way to go. And then here he is. Look at this, 14 mil and just under 800k defense with guard just permanent. Like, it's amazing that they've basically, and look at that, just under 10 mil and just under 1 mil defense. He's got like 2 or maybe 3 supers to come, I think, depending on the hidden potential system. And there's a third, 10 mil, 1.1 mil defense. Like, look at him, he's absolutely crazy. And then this isn't even counting what he does when he transforms. What he did right here, 4 supers, each just basically averaging 40 mil and then, you know, pushing 1 mil defense for every one of them, and it only climbs as it goes. If that unit just there you saw, I mean, there's a bit of support here with the Golden Frieza, who's a pretty good unit actually, by the way. But yeah, what he just did then, if that was simply the LR, like without a transformation, without a domain, without any of the rest, you'd still be making the argument for the best in the game. Like, he makes someone like this LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku actually look heavily undertuned. Like, he does everything that, when he transforms, comparing them both transformed, what full power Goku does, Broly does again and again and again, and just doesn't stop. Super Saiyan 4 Goku does 1 massive super. Full power Broly can do up to 5. Super Saiyan 4 Goku full power guards for 1 turn. Broly just guards. It's nuts. And then to factor in the domain and things like that, I mean, it's out of control what they've made this Broly into. And like I say, I mean, go check out the Gogeta showcase that I did. He has an ultimate showcase out. I released it a few hours ago, and I tried to push this out to release as soon as possible after that. He is in the same tier as Broly, don't get me wrong, but I don't know, there's just something different about this Broly unit that just gives him that kicker over what Gogeta is, in my opinion, so far. I mean, it's early days, so, you know, we'll see how things play out as I grow to use them more. And granted, we're using a private server here, so everyone is rainbowed, so I'm probably going to be wowed a lot more than what I otherwise would be if I was summoning on my main global account and getting a 55 or 69% kind of thing with, you know, the modest 1,000 stones that we would otherwise use. But we're getting a standby out here with Goku, so you know, we're keeping his quality and his stocks at a maximum as we go along. Though we do lose a couple of links in Prepared for Battle and Super Saiyan with the Broly here, so it's just the shocking speed plus the awakening links, which is fine. We'll get plenty, 70% or 60% damage reduction there with the Oob unit. He'll be safe there in slot 1. Broly, we're using the friend one because it's the 3rd appearance that Broly can transform. Five turns from the start of from his first appearance, which no matter what, whether you float him or whether you keep him on rotation, it's his 3rd appearance that the active skill will be available to him. Yeah, we'll take nothing here. Oob is very, very tanky. He will be supporting not just this rotation, and as you can see there, with 70% defense, pushing Broly already up to over 1 million defense. I mean, Jesus. What do you say? Like, how many different ways can I say that is just ridiculously good until it just seems like you're beating a dead horse? And he honestly, this team that he has with his version of the domain, even though Zamasu has one himself, the LR Zamasu, it's nothing compared to the Broly's domain. It's just not. the both the Zamasus here are under the 200% leader of Broly's. They get that extra 20%, which is a separate multiplier support from the domain that Broly activates. Frieza here is supporting super bosses, and look at this, 17 mil, 670k defense. I mean, he's crazy when he gets going with Zamasu. He's still very, very good. Look at that, nearly a million defense and over 11 mil damage with the crit chance built in that he has. I've opted to give him a little bit of dodge and not affect any of these stats with skill orbs, and I don't know if I'd do that in reality, but I mean, it is what it is. And I mean, look at that, his attack wasn't even fully built up yet. He should tank this, or take a little bit of damage maybe. No, he takes nothing. He doesn't care. And thanks to the Air of Effect, both the Zamasus, and if there's a downside to this rotation, this Fusion Zamasu rotation, is that they both require to be hit to activate their additional. The AGL EZA here gets a guaranteed super if he gets hit before attacking. The LR gets a normal with a 50% chance of being a super if he gets hit before attacking. So these Air of Effect stages really make this Fusion Zamasu rotation something that's very difficult to beat, especially with the stacking that the AGL Zamasu has. And honestly, it's not that far-fetched to get his transformation out and really kick that boss around a little bit. He does crazy damage when he gets going. So we've got enough orbs there to get full power Goku out. We'll use him first, if only to get that KO screen, which I think we should get. I know it's Broly Showcase, but that KO screen is just too yummy to pass up. So we'll if we don't get that, we'll still get Broly's domain attack. We'll use the active skill regardless, because it's just so awesome to watch. I mean, these animations are just crazy, and the fact they gave him this domain is just, how do you make a unit this good? Like, and think that the game is fair? Like, that's the kind of unit that this Broly is. It's just nuts. So that, the domain, the way it moves like that, it's great to watch. So we'll do that, I think. I mean, it doesn't really, we wouldn't mind 6 orbs with God Goku. If we do that, it'll bring the STR orbs down, I think. And any healing we didn't need, but we would have got anyway. 660 flat he's sitting at, the old Broly there, but 6 orbs will help God Goku dodge. He's not going to get an attack in this turn though, by the way. We're taking super straight up. We're guarding, so we still might take a little bit of damage considering that he hadn't got that passive defense buff that you saw activate there. With that active, I think he probably would have tanked. There's a dodge for the fun of it. And Broly would have his defense. He's the same, so they both need that. So 680k, 16 mil. I mean, yeah, look, that's really good. Like, let's be clear about that. That is really good with guaranteed crits and whatnot. And there it is. There it is. But when you compare it to what Broly does, even in base here, so we'll see him how he floats with almost no links active here. But when you compare it to what the full power unit does, and this is what I was saying as well, by the way, you got the so the way the domain support works, according to Proton, who I cross-referenced all my information with prior to doing the calculations, the 10% for extreme class and then the 10% for either movie bosses or exploding rage, those two don't stack. But if you are on one of the categories and you are extreme, you get 20%. There is no way to get 30. That is a separate multiplier, almost like a brand new multiplier for support. And what I mean by that is that the only other multipliers, if you haven't seen my defense tutorial, go check that out. We're still taking a little bit of damage there with the untransformed Broly, which is a shame, but I mean, after attacking, he won't care. So the only other factors that you need to take in, other than what I show on my tutorial, is that there is an item which is a separate multiplier buff if you use an item or a support memory, and an active skill. This domain is not part of the active skill multiplier. So if you hypothetically had just off the top of my head, someone like LR Tapion, if he hypothetically supported Broly with his active skill, that would be a separate multiplier to what the domain support is. So that's just a little bit of an insight to how it works. If you have any questions, obviously hit me up in the comments, or like go watch that. Jesus, 22 mil. See what I mean? Like, this is what that support does. 22 mil, 700k defense. He does the additional, which is a 6 mil additional, but it wasn't a super, unfortunately. It was just a 6 mil normal. 11 mil, 800k defense for Broly. I mean, look at him going absolutely berserk. The animations are just chef's kiss, crisp. Here we go, 8 mil, 950k defense, and look, beating the snot out of Omega. Like, I love how his 12 key that you see on repeat is him beating the snot out of Frieza from the movie, and you just get to savor it. It's so good. Look at him. That's what's that? The third super attack. Bang, bang, stomp you to bits. It's the only one that hasn't crit so far, and there's the fourth. Look at that, 9 mil and 120k. Sorry, 1.2 mil. So I get mixed up now that we're jumping into the millions more frequently with the defense stats. Oh, there's a fifth attack, which is a normal. So you have 5 possible attacks. Was that? I'm sure it was. Right, so we're putting Broly in slot 1 here. He's going to have support from Golden Frieza, obviously. Support. Yeah, do I do that? No, I'm going to... Yeah, let's do this, because he'll get his defensive buff from being hit as well. So he'll have max defense, essentially. He'll have all the links that he needs, which is shocking speed and prepared for battle when it comes to defensive calculations. We'll get that heal with Goku, which is a decent chunk there, because Frieza won't have his passive from being hit active. He could get hit a little bit if Broly doesn't kill. There's a lot of HP left. Broly can certainly do it, I think, with crits every time, but we'll see. 24 mil with 1 mil defense straight off the bat. Here's 4 potential supers coming. There's the crit, bang, and here we go, 16, basically 17 million with 1.2 mil defense. What are you doing, Broly? Seriously. Seriously, no crit unfortunately. 17.6, and then look at that. Was that 1.5 mil defense? I was just looking at that attack stat, just how big it was as a third attack. Yeah, there you go. Look, 18 mil, then 1.7 mil defense. Fourth attack. I mean, someone else do the math for how much attack he's really. There's a crit. Yeah, if he did all crits, I reckon he'd finish it. Look at that. Pretty much 19 mil and 1.9 mil defense. That's his 5th super in the same turn. He can't be beaten here. He's got guaranteed guard. Nearly 2 mil defense. Goku is fine. Frieza might. Yeah, he takes a fair bit. So we have almost no HP left, but with how good Broly is, he doesn't care. This super doesn't even threaten us. It's absolutely unthreatening. That defense lowering would have probably brought it down a fair bit. Basically nullifies that final super that he did in terms, I think. I don't remember what the lowering of Omega's super does, whether it's 30% or 40% or something. So Golden Frieza will probably finish this off. 6.2 mil and 700k defense. So like when he gets his passive buff active, he's actually really impressive. There's the crit and there's the double. That's the hidden potential. Just under 7 mil and 900k defense, which is a lot better than what most anniversary banner units are like. Let me know what you reckon of Broly, ladies and gentlemen. He is a bad, bad man. Find me over in the comment sections, obviously, of this video. But on Twitter, Instagram, Discord, you can find me. The links are in the description below. If you want to support me, you can support me on Ko-Fi or Instagram. Currently unmonetized. But yeah, I want to know what are the teams you're building with Broly, by the way. I feel like his leader skill is a little bit wonky. If I was to criticize anything about the unit, the leader skill that he has under his belt is a little bit wonky, but I'm still playing it. I'm still working it out. We'll be taking him for a lot more showcases coming up. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye now.